It's 9 a.m. Do you know where your Joan is? She's up there for me. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome, Amiibo. I'm sorry I had to make that joke again. I know I've made it before, but with 9 p.m., but still, I think it was 10 p.m. Either way. I had a page of stationery left over, and it seemed like a waste to not do anything with it. So I wrote you a letter since you're probably pretty bored without me. From Rooney. I mean, that is fair, my man. It does get pretty boring around here. Not really, actually. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get back and, do the KK concert. Had much more important things I needed to be doing, so that took very much precedent. Let's see. Do I have room in here for... No, I don't. Okay, what about on this tab? This tab I do. Bam. The floor wallpaper tab has very quickly just become the... I don't freaking know, I'm out of space tab. But okay, let's see what our turnip price is today. I need to resist the urge to dig up dig spots until I have bought my turnips. Been selling turnips for 60 years. Yep. How we doing, Joan? 108, so about the same price as last week. Actually, a bell higher. Yeah, I'll buy. I can buy 1,000. Yep, I'm buying. Also, I feel like I should note, because I was talking about it yesterday, how kind of just where I was a bit confused with Metal Slug Attack. I needed to go do some of the elite mode stuff. That's what I had yet to do. That made leveling a lot easier, which in turn made beating the stage I was stuck on easier. I also needed to mildly change up my strategy because it was basically one unit that the enemies had that was really, like, messing me up. So I did figure it out. And I have progressed further. Though I have mostly now stalled out because I got through 8-6 and stopped to recruit some basically, like, really rare characters. So. Caterpillar in the morning walks. Yeah, me too, cool guy. So what's going on? I want to chat. It's kind of lonely since there aren't any events to celebrate, don't you think? Times like this, you should plan your own fun event, cool guy. For example, an interview with Kurlos, or Kurlos invites himself into your house. But please don't plan anything like wake up prank on Kurlos. I hate that event. I feel like an event of give Kurlos an ice cream would be a pretty nice event. Honestly, an event of give everybody an ice cream would probably be a pretty nice event. So, I mean, you know. Now I need to get out some bells. I want to buy about 3,000 more turnips. So with the money I've got, I can get out 300,000. Now I need to put at least one of those bell bags into my letters temporarily. Because otherwise I can only buy like 900 turnips. Or I could just put my umbrella up there. That should give me enough room. Right? Because it would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. That gives me enough room. But, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Metal Slug Attack. It's not the game I had planned on even playing. Like, see, that's kind of the problem with me. Where, like, I'll be like, yeah, I want to find a game to play, and then I'll find a game I want to play, but, like, I'll find some stipulation to it that I want to also do, and then I just put it on the back burner. Like, with the game I had picked out, it's like, I kind of want to play it, like, for Kathy to watch me play, because, like, I feel like it could be kind of funny, because it's kind of a rhythm game, and I have no rhythm to speak of. So I think that could be kind of funny. But, like, haven't really had a chance to do that, so it's like, Also, I apologize if that sounded weird. One of my beard hairs got stuck in the microphone. I just felt it get wedged in there, and then kind of pull itself out. Beards are weird, man. I love how the TV almost sounded disappointed when I said beards are weird. But, yeah. Metal Slug Attack is a lot of fun. I'm not sure I could actually, like, even fully recommend it, though, unless you really like that style of game, and even then, there's a mobile game that might actually scratch that itch just as well, if not better, called Battle Cats, which is basically like Metal Slug Attack, but with goofy little cat guys that become eldritch abominations at times. It's kind of weird. Battle Cats is just kind of weird. Though I do say that, of like, Metal Slug Attack has the benefit of not requiring any level of microtransaction to get everything, where Battle Cats, you have to pay at least something if you want to get everything, and there's some characters that'll probably never come back, and, you know, there's definitely something to the argument that Metal Slug Attack's pretty nice. I mean, it is fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not fun. I actually find it quite fun. Also, man, my headset is really reminding me that I kind of need a new headset soon. So much of my stuff is, like, starting to die all at once, and I don't like it. Well, I say starting to die, like, it's mostly just, like, the headset. The webcam is showing some issues, but only while in Discord, and I don't know what it is. It might actually be just one of the automatic settings on the webcam. I might see about turning them all off and see what happens. Maybe it's, like, fighting for, like, resolution or something. But also, I learned something very interesting 2 nights ago for you guys, last night for me. My CPU might be in danger of dying prematurely. And, like, this isn't from me seeing any obvious warning signs. Though now I'm on kind of high alert for watching for various warning signs. In case a lot of y'all aren't kept up on the tech space, which I wouldn't imagine you would be. You're watching Animal Crossing New Leaf. You're a very mellow person. You're not going to be stressing about technology. Intel 13th and 14th gen CPUs are dying at an alarming rate. Or at the very least, experiencing reduced performance at an alarming rate. And why that matters for me is I'm running a 13600KF, which is part of the supposedly affected CPUs. Like, it's one of the ones on the list. Which has me legitimately kind of worried, because I don't have the kind of money I would need to upgrade my computer at this exact moment. And when I say upgrade my computer, I mean switch to completely AMD. Something I had actually considered doing when I was building this computer, but went with the 13600 because it gave me more cores, and when video editing, more cores is good. Like, I can almost guarantee I'm getting a faster video render from my 13600K than I would have from the 7600 non-X that I could have afforded buying AMD. Because that's also a thing of, I was basically, I basically would have had to have gone with that, because the AM5 platform is kind of expensive. Now, admittedly, I could have also gone with, like, AM4, and AM4 still works perfectly fine. AM4 will probably continue to be a perfectly respectable platform for the next, you know, God's, at least 3 years. Hello, Carlos. Can't believe it, cool guy. You have a sapphire. I've been wanting the exact thing. Tell me out. Can I buy your sapphire? Yeah, fine. Sounds good by me. I mean, 1,600 bells is still 1,600 bells. Sure, it's 400 less than, you know, I had. Well, I would have had, but it's not a big deal to me. Maybe that'll give me some good luck for turnips this week, because I was being so generous to Carlos. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be starting to save, and I might start buying some components towards upgrading my computer. Just because, like, I know it probably sounds dumb, given, like, as I've said, my computer hasn't shown any signs of, you know, degradation or anything. But that's just, I haven't noticed them. That doesn't mean they aren't there. And my hope with this computer was that when I built it, it would last me, you know, 3-4 years to give me that amount of time to save up for the next upgrade. The thing kind of working in my favor is that AMD is releasing not only a new CPU generation at the end of the month, but also they're releasing a new graphics card generation within the year. So, you know, and it's the pricing for at least the graphics cards is apparently supposed to be pretty nice. So I was going to start with upgrading my computer on the graphics card side, but I might have to start on the CPU side just for my own peace of mind. Ooh, we got a bear. Tammy. From this town, aren't you? You must be Steven. Nice to meet you. I'm Tammy. Heard this town had good camping, so here I am. It's even nicer than I heard. Think I'm gonna enjoy a bit of tent living. You heard? Oh, she's a southern girl. Gonna enjoy some tent living, you hear? I hope that came across well. I'm not very good at voices. Especially not when forcing them. I need to not be paying attention to force them. Well, not to make them work. Cat machine. Yeah, I just hope that, like, my CPU doesn't suddenly start, like, having massively reduced performance or something. Good morning, cool guys. How can I help you? Let's chat. You think we'd go hang out at your house, cool guy? That's quite sudden, but I'm really curious to see the inside of your place. Sure. Really? Okay, I'll follow right behind you. You know, I don't mind. I'm gonna keep rambling about CPUs and my worry. Yeah, I want to talk with Gabby. Bunny Bun, or Bun Bunny. Hello, Pizza Bun. Pizza. I can speak. What's the latest? My home is stuck in the past. I can't stand my interior design. I need to stir things up. My sleek lamp could be replaced. I thought to solve it with something of the same size. I could definitely think about it. Yeah, like, even at a reduced performance, it would kind of nullify the whole reason for buying the 13600. Because, like, if I have to lower the performance to make it stable and work and not, you know, potentially die on me, then I may as well have just bought the 7600 in the first place. How lovely, what a comfortable place to live. But you feel relaxed as soon as you step through the door. I mean, yeah. I mean, Sahara didn't do a bad job this time, and I've got some marshmallow chairs, so I mean, it's pretty nice. Neat room, cool guy. I could see this being your favorite part of the house. Nah, that's this room over here. This room over here is my favorite. Because, I mean, look at it. Like, come on. How could this not be your favorite part of the house? Hey, nice new Nintendo 3DS. It's important to play no matter how old you are, cool guy. That is very fair. Love visiting your house. No matter how you decorate, it always feels welcoming. Of course in here would feel welcoming. I mean, look at it. It's got an ice cream lamp. It's got a mushroom. It's got a cat. It's got a DS. It's got candy. All kinds of candy. It's got painting. It's got a pop-up book. Like, it's got mobile on the wall. Like, come on. It's like the most inviting room of the house. Your ranch couch is the perfect size. You could share it with a friend or stretch out and relax on your own. I mean, I probably couldn't because, like, that looks like a two-seater and, like, I'm too tall for a two-seater. But, I mean, I could still share it with a friend. I just couldn't, like, lay down on it. Welcome to the KK room, aka the back rooms. I should have brought you a present for inviting me over. Sorry for being so scatterbrained. It's fine. Welcome to the back rooms. Your Mega Nebuloid just makes the whole room feel more festive. I absolutely love gyroids. I do too. They're pretty neat. Yeah. This room epitomizes that cool guy style. Okay, and we have one more room to go to, and then she's gonna complain because I didn't show her all the rooms, because I have the secret edition. What's the rest of your house like? Love to pick up some design pointers. You're literally in the final room. Sky, you're in the final room. Oh, I really like your ice closet. I was trying to find new ways to organize it. I should see how you do it. Very nice. Did I do it in ice? And got all our friends. No one's allowed to leave town without giving me a portrait. It's the rules. Room is really streamlined, Airmail. I think eliminating clutter is very This room is very cluttered. What are you talking about? I literally just have a pop-up book in the middle of the floor. It's filled with my personality. It's just filled with pictures of the other animals. Didn't know my personality was their personalities. Yeah, this room epitomizes that cool guy style. I really want to do, like, the left edition, but I really feel like that kind of ruins the vibe of this room, because, like, how are you supposed to decorate it at that point? Like, I suppose the doorway would be, like, right here? Because it'd be one square up from the bottom. I suppose that wouldn't be bad, but, like, I would have to move that to somewhere. I'm gonna play Virtual Boy. You can't stop me. I'm gonna ruin my eyes. Just playing Virtual Boy. This is how you do it, right? You sit in front of it and you just kind of... You just kind of do this. Nah, I know how to play Virtual Boy. We had a Virtual Boy. It's actually pretty cool. We had a tennis game on it. It's pretty fun. This is relaxing, cool guy. I always feel so at peace here. But yeah, like, I feel like it's an understandable worry given, like... One, I spent a lot of money on this computer. But also, like... I kind of need a CPU to do what I do, and, like, technically, if the CPU were to die, we do have some level of backup hardware that I could use. It would suck to use it, but I could use it as a holdover until, you know, I could get a better one. The problem is, I can almost guarantee it would probably almost triple my render times, which would really suck. And, like, the main problem is, like, between now and the end of the year, I'm only gonna have, like, $400-ish, which is not enough. Oh, I just hope this 13600 doesn't give out on me. Because, like, a lot of the theorizing right now is that the CPUs might be dying because of, like, overuse. Like, them running all the time. Which I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I never turn my computer off unless I have to. I also push quite a few 100% loads on it. Like, basically there is a daily about, you know, 15 to 30 minute 100% load at a minimum just from doing this series, which, like, you know, that basically just depends on the length of the video, because it takes me basically half the time of the length, like, it takes me half the length of a video to render it. So, like, if a video is 30 minutes, it'll take about 15. If the video is 40 minutes, it'll take about 20. If it's an hour, it'll take 30. That sort of thing. I know from experience with my 9400F, which is what I had beforehand, video renders can take a lot longer than that. With that thing, there was no way I could have been doing multiple series at the same time. At least not, and still have a life outside of doing those series. Because, like, let's say a half-hour video took almost 2.5 hours to render. So if you take into account, you know, with how, say, I've been doing the 2 series I'm doing now of Pokemon and Animal Crossing. Check out Pokemon if you really, if you like my content. It's a pretty nice series. Feel free to check it out. I don't think it's a bad series. I think I'm doing decent enough with it. But, like, Animal Crossing can take anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour to record. Sometimes longer. Building the peaks in Sony Vegas takes forever now, and it took even longer before. So, like, that was just the render time. The total edit time for, like, a half-hour video on my old computer was close to 5 hours. Now, imagine that, but you literally cannot use the computer for anything else while it's rendering, because the CPU is 100% pegged at 100%. This computer has the same problem, because Sony Vegas will use all of the CPU you can give it. Like, it will use everything you can give it. Which, you know, is pretty helpful for, you know, doing things quickly. Also, Sky, are you ever gonna leave? We've been here forever. A nice flat screen TV you have. Spend most of my time at home reading, but it's nice to watch some TV sometimes too. Just gonna come back to sitting here. But, like, I know going back to an older CPU is going to be painful. Just knowing that, like, I'm gonna be in for, you know, 4 or 5 hours of video rendering per video, on top of the recording, on, you know, and, like, heaven forbid if I want to do Pokemon, you know, recordings multiple times in a day, like, I basically wouldn't be able to edit that day, aside from the Animal Crossing video. Because, like, the last time I did that, I basically recorded, like, I think it was in total around 5 hours of Pokemon Leaf Green that got condensed down into, like, 2 hours of total video. But, like, just editing all of that would be days. And, like... Yeah, I am not looking forward to... Like, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it, because if I start seeing warning signs, I need to heavily consider swapping to one of the other component sets we have here. Because there's my old computer, and now there is another old computer here with a better CPU in it, but not by a huge amount. It's not gonna be good enough. That's the main issue I'm gonna be having. If you believe a lot of people who don't know what they're talking about, the other old computer we have here should handle things better, because it has an i7 in it. Yeah, Sky, I know you feel at peace here, but can you... Right, we haven't been to the basement. Maybe that's her issue. I forgot I hadn't had her to the basement yet. Come on, come down to the basement. Don't mind the trio. Cool guy, I love visiting your house. No matter how you decorate, it always feels welcoming. Does this feel welcoming? I mean, I suppose the teddy bears. I mean, the mannequins are kind of chill. There she goes. Sky just did not want to leave today. But, yeah, like, I'm gonna have to, like, before I edit, like, fire up hardware info or something, just to be like, you know, I need to keep an eye on stuff. And if there's anything worrying, I'm gonna be looking into why whatever it is happening. Because, like, I need to be on top of this. The frustrating thing is Intel has said nothing, really. So it's like, what are we even supposed to think at this point, Intel? Like, from everything from what I understand, this is an issue that has been happening for a lot longer than it's been in the public's eye. They have had plenty of time to issue statements, maybe issue recalls if necessary, you know. As much as it would absolutely suck to do, I would basically take my computer apart to make sure, like, if it's only a specific batch, that I'm not in that batch, you know. Coffee. Like, at this point, given there's been no talk of, like, how, like, 12th gen being affected, I would legitimately take this deal from Intel. If Intel were to put out a statement saying, hey, if you send us your 13th gen chips, we will give you the equivalent 12th gen chip, just, you know, free of charge. I would take that deal. Even though I would lose performance, I wouldn't be losing much. I could live with that. It would suck. Don't get me wrong. It would suck. That would not be a good deal for me, except to give that peace of mind that, you know, my CPU isn't likely to be just suddenly losing performance and dying on me. Like, I would take that deal. But Intel's not even doing that, because they haven't even seemingly acknowledged there's much of an issue yet. And from what I've been hearing, they plan on trying to fix it via microcode, which I can't see actually fixing the problems. Especially if the problem is what a lot of people are assuming it is right now, of that it's the CPUs have oxidized. Like, you can't fix oxidization with microcode. It doesn't work that way. So you would kind of need to issue an actual recall. And, like, this is probably going to be a decent, like, hurt to Intel's bottom line, which honestly has me annoyed, because that's probably going to cause them to put their graphics card division on hold. Which is really annoying. Because, let's be real, the Intel graphics cards look pretty cool now that they've got them actually working. Like, it would be really neat to have a third player in the graphics card space. But there's a good chance this will probably kill that off, because Intel will be wanting to basically keep investors happy. Which, at this point, like, I almost feel like, you know, the investors should be putting pressure on Intel to do the right thing. Because this sort of thing could very easily cost Intel a lot of what could be lifelong customers. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'd planned on sticking with Intel until AMD could start matching their core counts reliably and affordably. Because again, Sony Vegas will take as many cores as you can throw at it. If I had had infinite money for building my computer, I'd be running a Threadripper right about now. Like, Threadripper being AMD's massively high-cored CPUs. I can only imagine how quick video rendering would be if I had a Threadripper. Like, it would probably be, like, minutes at most to render a video. It would be amazing. Gaming performance wouldn't be as good. That's a trade-off I'd be willing to make. But a Threadripper is, you know, to get one that's actually going to be worth getting is $3,000 to $5,000, and I don't have that kind of money. If I did, I wouldn't be running a 6700 XT, that's for sure. I'd be on, like, a, you know, 79 XTX. Soon enough, I might be on an 8800 XT. Because that, by all of the rumors, AMD's newest graphics cards aren't going to have a high end. They'll probably top off around, you know, 86, 80, you know, 80, 87, 88. Because AMD always does, like, generation number kind of thing, signifier. They've only really had 6, 7, 8, but they, even before that, they did have 5 before they did 6, because they had the 500 series, and before that they had the 400 series. But, like, they tend to do, like, series, so, you know, or generation, so, in this case, it would be 8th kind of deal, so, 8,000. And then, each, like, SKU of the card, as they get more powerful, uses a bigger number. With the highest end being 9s, then a step down being 8s, then 7s, then 6s, then 5s. They've done 4s before. In general, bigger number is better. That's not always the case. If I remember right, the 5500 is better than the 6500. So, like, bigger number isn't always better, but in general it is. Though, again, like, that also still applies to NVIDIA as well. The 4060 is not better than the 3060, you know, that sort of thing. You know, I kind of want to end things off in the park. Actually, no, I like right here. But I'm going to stop rambling for now, because, like, I've been rambling a while. I need to mow the lawn, because it's been, like, 10 days since I did it. So, I desperately need to get to that. At least I think it's been that long. I don't actually know. I think it's been, like, 10 days. Either way, I still need to do it, so that's going to be it for today. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here next time for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then.